Hello everybody. Today I'm here to introduce a few different ideas we could do for series other than the Disney Heroes Battle Mode hero concepts. Now I want to point out I will probably still continue to do those, but I think it'd be fun to also mix in another series like it. So tackling another popular series with that same art style. If you like seeing that art style that I've done for those hero concepts, I'd like to try to do that with some other series, not only to mix things up, but I think that people might be interested in seeing it. And if you are interested in seeing it, then I'd love to hear your feedback on any of the ideas I have here. Even if you have your own idea, I'd love to hear it. But I think what I'm going to do is show you each of these here today, and I'll let you know, let me know in the comments what you want to see. I might also do a poll just to see if anything else wins out on that front too. Might reach a larger audience that way. But without further ado, I want to just go through each of the concepts that I've come up with for different series I could do with this. So first up would be Marvel Heroes Battle Mode, and I could easily just do the Avengers and call it quits, but I don't think that's as fun. Iron Man feels like a must, Spider-Man feels like a must, but after that I feel like we should just more focus on characters that are cool or that could be fun to make. It's less thinking about who is essential to me in this game and more so what would be fun to see in the style. So I really am leaning towards this one the most. This is the one I would want to do the most. It just seems like fun to me, and Marvel's a pretty big thing, so I feel like a lot of people could be into it, and it's tied to the Disney stuff too. So if they can't get put into Disney Heroes Battle Mode, we might as well make our own, right? So this is just the first idea that I had. I also want to note that all these logos are kind of just temporary, and I will make much better ones later. I really don't like how I placed the Marvel up there, but like I said, once we figure out what we want to do, then we can make it much more clean and everything. But let me know if you like the idea of the Marvel heroes, and if you already have ideas for heroes you want to see from the Marvel series, let me know. But let's move on to the next series I thought of, which would be Star Wars Heroes Battle Mode. Again, in the similar vein of Marvel, it's a Disney series that just doesn't have a place in Disney Heroes Battle Mode, but has enough characters for sure to have its own theme. So we could go through a bunch of characters from the light side and the dark side. Again, characters that feel essential are like Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, maybe even Obi-Wan Kenobi or something. I feel like Leia and Han and Chewbacca are all pretty cool, but obviously not essential either. Again, any characters you would want to see. And I'm less of a Star Wars fan than a Marvel fan for sure, but I also really like some of the designs of the Star Wars characters, especially the less so like the human characters, because they're not designs, they're just people. But like Darth Vader's suit is really cool, all the stormtroopers and all the droids I think are really cool, and it would be really fun to make in the style, I think. Even like a C-3PO and R2-D2 duo. Just trying to throw out some ideas for you guys to see if you would be interested in this or not, And Star Wars is such a big property, you could do so many different characters with that. And I don't know if people would be more interested in that than in Marvel, but I guess we'll see. Again, this is the whole point of me doing this, to see what you guys would be the most interested in. But we can just move on to the next one, moving away from the Disney stuff entirely. The next one I came up with is Nickelodeon Heroes Battle Mode. So more into a TV show stuff, similar to how Disney TV show characters end up in the game. And for Nickelodeon, it feels like we could look at some of the more recent video games for, different examples, like I can't even remember the name right now, the Nick All-Star Brawl, who has a bunch of really cool characters in it. Hugh Neutron, that's all I can think of. I'm just kidding. Obviously SpongeBob would be pretty cool and pretty essential, or probably the first one that I did. And then characters from The Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Phantom, characters from Rugrats or even, why can I not think of any, like Rocko's Modern Life or Invader Zim? The thing with the Nickelodeon one is that you can go to different series each time, which was a lot more similar to Disney. Whereas if you're doing Marvel or Star Wars, you're less going in between series and just more picking out characters from one series, if that makes sense. The Nickelodeon one feels much more similar to the Disney stuff. So maybe more people will be into that. I don't know. And that's kind of why I thought of this one. I also really love how the orange looks on this. But in the same vein of TV show stuff, I also came up with Cartoon Network Heroes Battle Mode, which I like characters from Cartoon Network a little bit more. I just kind of grew up with it and I enjoyed it a lot. And similarly to the Nick All-Star Brawl, we're getting Multiverses, which has a bunch of these Cartoon Network characters, like Finn and Jake from Adventure Time, and Steven Universe characters, The Amazing World of Gumball, Regular Show, Uncle Grandpa. I probably wouldn't do Uncle Grandpa, but some examples from series we could do for that too. Again, Steven Universe and Finn and Jake feel like essentials, and then anything else other people are interested, like the Powerpuff Girls even, could be cool to see. But I've always been into Cartoon Network stuff. I really like the TV shows from Cartoon Network. Again, a lot more than Nickelodeon, but I definitely understand if you guys like Nickelodeon, and I'm up to doing either. This is another TV network series where you would get a bunch of different series within one. Like I said, we kind of see that with Multiverses, but that one's more Warner Brothers generally based. This would be more focused in on characters from the cartoons on Cartoon Network. And yeah, I think that would be fun to do too. Another one that I came up with is Nintendo Heroes Battle Mode. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, so this was a pretty obvious one for me. And it would almost just be like translating Smash Bros. Characters into the style of Disney Heroes Battle Mode. So you've got Mario, Link, Pikachu, I was going to say Zelda, but that's fine. Zelda, Donkey Kong, Captain Falcon, stuff like that. And I don't know, this one might be a little bit more simple. I feel like a lot of those character designs are much more simplified. Like if I was to do Pikachu versus someone like Iron Man, Pikachu would take a significantly less amount of time. I don't know, I'm almost not interested in doing the Nintendo one, even though I really like Nintendo characters. I don't know, I'm just not that into it. I don't know why. But I think I could definitely get into it. I do Nintendo stuff on the channel, so maybe enough people will be interested in that, but I'm guessing people probably aren't going to be. I also didn't do a great job on this logo either, so that's not helping, but I still think it'd be cool, and I'm genuinely open to doing any of these, whatever you guys want to see. Just as one final thing, if you're not sure on any of these, or like you like all of them and you can't decide on one, well then the perfect one for you is going to be the multiversal Heroes Battle Mode. Again, very temporary logo. I kind of like it, but it definitely needs an improvement. Something more with the top of it. But I kind of like the colors. Let me know what you think about that. So this would be anything. Anything and everything. Doesn't even have to be in the realm of stuff we've done here. You can do DreamWorks stuff. We can do more live action stuff. Literally anything you could ever want, we could do here. Now, the problem I have with this one is that it's almost too general. You know, if we pick Marvel, it feels close, it feels, what am I trying to say? Like there's a small enough margin of characters to make it easy enough for me to choose who's going to be the best one for me to make. Where here, literally any character, probably other than Disney characters obviously, can fit into into this theming. So again, it's almost too general, to the point where I'd rather just pick one thing and do it, you know. But I'm also kind of guessing this is something people might want. Because then we could do Iron Man, and we could do SpongeBob, and we can do Darth Vader, and we can do all that stuff. But also, you know, I'm open to doing like one season of Marvel Heroes and then trying one season of Nickelodeon Heroes. We don't have to just choose one and then be done. If you guys are really interested in a couple of them, we can do a couple of them. And I thought I would just throw out the multiversal one to just see if you guys were really, really, really into that one, that we could do that one. But that's really not what I want to do. But that's everything I have to show you. I suppose I'm not limited to these 6 ideas either. If you have another sort of theming to fit a series of concepts into, we can try that too. But I don't know, like I said, I'm really into the Marvel one, almost to the point where I just did it. But I think it's a little more interesting to let you guys have a little bit of a power of choice. And again, this isn't going to replace Disney Heroes Battle Mode. I think I would like to do like one episode of this one and then maybe do an episode of Disney and then go back and forth as I create them. So kind of having them run together at the same time. I don't know if I would even do 10 concepts of it. Especially if it's not performing well, then I probably wouldn't. But probably at least like 5 I would want to do. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I think it's cool to kind of spread this out. Disney Heroes Battle Mode won't be around forever, and interesting enough characters to make in the style will eventually run out. You know, there is a pretty large list of characters we could do, but I also think it's fun to try something else. And I'm sure some people are interested. I know other people just want to see the Disney stuff still, and that's why I'm not going to get rid of that. But I also think it'd be fun to try something here, so that's enough of me talking, really. Now it's time for you guys to let me know what you would want to see. And like I said, there might be a poll up. If there is, I'll try to link to it. Otherwise, you can check it out on my community tab. And I'm excited to do whatever you guys want me to do. So thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.